Welcome back, Elongation Nation, to the world's greatest podcast, period. It's me, your host, Will.
And coming at you with your host, Jack.
And today we have a special guest.
Nobody.
I lied. It's the Elongated Man. He's our guest. He's here. But he's a comic, so, you know.
We're returning to our tradition of when Quentin isn't here. This. And
this.
I think we got something really special today.
Today we have Detective Comics issue 347. But we're not reading the Batman story. It's the one with the bouncer. He's great.
It's called The Strange Death of Batman, and we're not reading the KC the Cop story either.
I mean, yeah. Instead, we are reading The Elongated Man. Why is it not loading? The Elongated Man, the man who hated money. And then there's a cover page of a man tearing up money, and he's yelling, "I hate money."
I love this cover so much. He has the man who hated money has a very dramatic pose.
Yeah.
The Elongated Man is shocked that this could even happen. How could someone hate something as precious to our society as money?
Honestly, the man who hated money kind of dripped out. He's got like an orange suit,
orange pants, and
then like a domino mask. It's very basic, but like so is the Elongated Man suit, and that's also a banger.
Yeah. So it all begins. It all begins when a humble disc jockey is walking down the street in good old Silver City. So is mugged, and the thief, instead of, as you would expect, taking his money, just in front of him rips the money to shreds, creating a baffling story for the police and for the local media to wonder about. Why would someone do this? Well,
probably because they hate money.
Probably because they hate money.
Anyway, obviously, this story ends up in the newspaper, where Sue Dibny, who's staying at a hotel with her husband Ralph,
the Elongated Man.
Yeah, of course. She reads it and she just finds out, and then she cancels their hotel room. I guess because they're not going to stay anywhere while they solve this mystery.
Well, this is not. Well, I think they're getting a new hotel in Silver City now. They can't be staying in this nearby town.
Yeah. I guess, but whatever. Sue and Ralph leave their hotel to head to Silver City to solve this great case. Ralph does the fun wiggle with his nose.
The classic.
Ralph, in this very weird, thin, long panel, Ralph goes into the police station, and the police are like, "Oh, hey, it's the Elongated Man. Are you here to help us with the man who hated money case?" And he's like, "Yeah." And then they're like, "Well, here's an update. An artist doing a one-man art show came in and told us that he was also robbed when he was trying to finish up his last painting. Bad work ethic. It's like the day before his one-person art show, and he's only now getting started on his last painting."
I didn't realize that. But actually, the police don't tell him about this art caper. It's like they're telling him about another guy who's the man, Antoine Lemaire, who owns the Continental Cafe in town.
I apologize. I skipped over
and
him.
Then in the middle of their conversation,
the art guy shows up.
The art guy runs in and is like, "I've been
Hannibal
robbed by
Holiday.
the money guy."
Holiday?
No relation to the long Halloween holiday. As far as we know,
I think I might have cracked. I think I might have cracked the mystery, Jack.
Well, I'm just saying, it wouldn't have taken a year to solve if the stretchy sleuth were there.
Yeah. Anyway, the elongated man is like, okay, I got a plan. I'm gonna take my wife and we're gonna go shopping. We're gonna buy a bunch of expensive stuff, and that way,
it's just being a good guy, you know.
yeah. His wife is just like, I love this.
Yeah, this
plan.
is a great plan.
This is a good plan. And so they go on a fun little shopping spree, and he's like, no, I'm definitely on the man who hated money's list tonight, so I'll set a trap for him. And then hilariously, he just gets mugged by a regular mugger.
Regular guy who says, tear up 500 smackaroos, are you kidding? But since he's the ductile detective, he beats the crap out of this guy.
Well, there's two guys. He had a partner there that now the elongated man has to fight. So yeah, he has to fight these two guys, and when one of the guys punches him in the hand, and the elongated man goes, "Oh whoa!"
Yeah, very very true. This guy got him for a little bit, just
yeah.
As he didn't expect that there would be a second an accomplice, but.
Then he proceeds to...
They're no match.
Yeah, I mean, come on. Look at how he's walking.
He takes 100... He covers 100 yards of distance in a single stride. It's just not fair to these poor muggers.
Anyway, he beats them up and then goes back to the police station to, have them arrested. And then two more people show up and they're actors and they're like, hey, we got robbed by the guy who tore up our money. This is getting ridiculous.
This is getting out of hand.
Yeah. Man, this next page has got a lot of... This is, a content-full story.
Yeah. There's plenty of happenings in this story.
Yeah.
But these, I love when these actors come in, they're like, so first of all, nobody came to our performance. Just need to establish that fact that they are complete failures. But the money guy robbed them. The guy who hates money. I'm sorry. He's the opposite of the money guy. The money-hating guy.
I mean, he is kind of the money guy. I mean, yeah. Anyway, so Sue Dibny goes to the art show. Or no, is it the art show?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the art show.
So Sue's just having fun, spending her time in the town while Ralph is trying to solve this mystery.
Why does the town hall have like a movie theater entrance?
It's the I don't know. It's the town hall, baby. But there's a huge line at the art show.
Yeah, because of the money guy.
For some reason, and around her, people are listening to this new hit song, probably unrelated, but it's called "The Man Who Hated Money."
Sue heads home after the art show.
Well, there's two other things that are worth mentioning before she heads home.
Okay, yeah. You're right.
She can't get tickets to the show for these actors because it's so popular. It's been sold out. And she also can't get into the Continental Cafe, which is owned by that guy from earlier because it's so popular. Everyone loves the Continental Cafe, and they love these actors now, even though previously nobody wanted
I'm going to say something. I felt like such an idiot that even after all of that, the twist caught me completely off guard.
Really? That's fun.
Like I read all that and I was like, oh, is there like someone trying to help them? No. Sue's gotten home now. Ralph showed up, and Ralph was like, "Hey, I got absolutely nowhere. How was your day?" And she was like, "You're one to talk. I was stuck in line at a Continental Cafe forever. All these things have gotten so popular after all these people got robbed by that guy who hated money." And Ralph was like, "That's it. I got it."
Oh.
And then he gives Sue a very funnily, like a hilariously drawn, but I really like this, like a faraway kiss.
This is that's fun.
Mm-hmm. Then Ralph Dibny gathered all the people who got robbed together.
He has a taste for the dramatic. He gathers them at the stage.
It's like a parlor room, like in another mystery story, but it's on stage in a theater. Yeah. And then he hears a gunshot. He's like, "Okay, hold on. I'm gonna deal with this. Be right back."
Unrelated robbers.
Unrelated robbers. And I love this fight scene so much.
These robbers, they had a plan. You know, they had some.
It was a bad plan, though.
It didn't work, but they had something.
So, these guys are gonna fight the Elongated Man. Did they bring guns? No. Did they bring knives? No. One of them has a bucket full of wet cement, and the other one has like a taser.
And when he reaches out one arm to punch, one of them holds out the bucket of cement, and he gets his arm stuck in the cement. One hand immobilized.
I want to say one thing. Before we move on. First of all, it does work in context. Seemingly, it does work. But think about it like this: you have now just put a weight on the like a chain mace, right? Because next time he tries to punch you with that hand, you're getting hit with instead of rubber, you're getting hit with a block of cement.
Well, he probably can't lift it. You know, it's too heavy.
Why not?
I don't know. He's
constantly lifting up full human beings and throwing them around. This guy can hold the cement with two hands. It's not like it's...
Also,
anyway,
just think about this before we move on from the cement guy.
Okay.
He was carrying that bucket around all day. When he walked in to do the robbery, he had a bucket of wet cement. Gotta respect that dedication to the bit.
Yeah. Then he tries to throw another punch, and the guy with the taser tases his hand. So he puts both of his hands on the ground, and then he kicks them over his own head with his stretchy legs.
Yeah, people seem to forget that he has
stretchy
multiple
powers.
Limbs that can all stretch in any way, basically. So
yeah, pretty crazy.
These kind of harebrained schemes don't really work on him.
What?
But he defeats the robbers. By the way, not related at all to the money.
Completely. Yeah, he knocks them out, and then the next page is just cut to him back in the other room.
Yeah.
Funnily enough,
go ahead.
I really like how maybe this is the thing you're gonna say because mine is also a funnily enough. The hand that would have been in cement is off panel.
That's the exact same thing I was gonna say.
Yeah, he for the rest of the comic until it cuts to the next day. He just is walking around with his hand in a bucket of cement.
That's impressive continuity, I will admit. Mm-hmm.
Anyway, he reveals the thing. He's like, actually, there's no guy who hates money because everyone loves money. You guys just made this up as a marketing scheme,
a publicity stunt.
Yeah, and they were all like, yeah.
Yeah.
We're sorry. I was wrong to pull off that publicity stunt. We're all guilty of using unethical methods for professional profit. I recommend we turn over our ill-gotten money to the local community chest.
Now that panel you just read all the dialogue.
Yeah.
Great.
Which one of these three do you think has the best response?
It's one of my favorite redemption stories you'll ever see. I really like the artist just saying, we're all guilty of using unethical methods for personal profit. Because, yes, that's true. And why do you say that?
Why does it,
Like, why
he
did you do
phrases
it in
like
the first
an
place? You
alien.
clearly realize.
Yeah. Anyway, then Ralph and Sydney leave, and Sue is like, "Hey, where'd my money go?" And he's like, "We spent it all. That we did. We spent money. Also, we made a contribution to the community fund. The end. We did it.
Yeah.
Good job, team."
So it was a fun adventure all around. Stopped a crime. Stopped actually two unrelated
Like 3
crimes at the
crimes.
same time.
Yeah.
Actually, so
Actually,
the money
did they even do a crime?
that's what I was thinking about. With the crime that these people have committed is not like robbery or anything. It's filing false robbery reports is the crime they've committed, which is a crime. But kind of a low level crime for for a comic book, I think.
Jack, do you want to do favorite panel?
Yes, let's do it.
Okay. You want to go first, or should I?
Well, I was gonna say the one where they all confess, but that we've already talked about that one. So
Very good.
Why don't you take one? I'll try to find a second one.
We've talked about it as well, but I'm a big fan of just the first panel where he punches his hand into the bucket of cement. Because he looks so confused. And they're like, "You can't move your trick hand if it's weighed down by this cement." "Yeah, and I'm ready for the other fist too." And Ralph just looks very confused.
The whole bucket of cement plot is really
it's really good.
I think I've decided that my I'm gonna say my favorite is this one about the shopping spree. It's a little montage. I actually it's kind of a neat panel. There's two things.
It is. It's
There's
done
a few
very
things
well.
going on. Sue is buying some new clothes, buying some new jewelry, and it's like a montage that's separated by a stream of money going diagonally down the middle, and just a huge elongated man face in the center of it all, which is it's just a fun montage panel.
Yeah. Should I read you some trivia?
Yeah, please.
The elongated man has a penchant for sniffing out a good mystery. Whenever he becomes excited with the promise of some detective work, his nose begins to wiggle. This was first mentioned / shown in Detective Comics 329.
Okay.
After his death and before the events of Blackest Night, Ralph and Sue were seen as ghosts
After
on a
his
number of
death?
occasions. Elongated Man was France's favorite American superhero, probably thanks to his membership in Justice League Europe. In France, he was known as El Homme Etendu.
Is this about this issue or just the character in general?
No, this is just the trivia from the DC Wiki Elongated Man page.
So he died? I feel like
Yeah.
did we talk about that last time?
I may have read those exact 4 pieces of trivia last time.
Okay. Well, it's an interesting character. In fact, the owner of Continental Cafe is actually French. If I think
He's something.
he sure is one of the characters in this comic.
Oh wait, Jack, what do we do?
Huh?
It's elongated. What's the other one?
I thought it was abridged.
Oh, okay, that's it. Okay, do we want to do what's elongated as a bridge?
Yes, of course.
Okay, take it away.
All right. This comic, I enjoy the main mystery, and I at least like I grinned at the twist. It got something out of me. It's a fun little story, I guess. I don't like how much time is dedicated to fighting people who aren't at all related to the main mystery. It's basically half the comic is just these 2 fight scenes of crimes that are not related to the guy who hates money, who I do really wish was a real guy. But I got enough enjoyment out of this to say it's elongated. It's not very long. No pun intended, but I'm giving this an elongated.
It's really hard to tell how much of this is actually good and how much of it is haha funny elongated man. Like, we've sung its praise so much, but the bucket of cement is very dumb. Um, it's I think sadly because like otherwise you don't really get to see him use his powers. But I mean, I guess the first one can say because it's a good bait and switch. But the second fight scene is so bad.
It's really bad.
I'm gonna say it's very close. I really wish we got to see the. I wish he was real, the man who hated money. Um, well, I mean, I just picked this one out just by looking at like the little cover, so I was unaware of the twist and was thought it was pretty cool, but was kind of disappointed. I'm gonna say it's abridged, barely abridged. Um, but yeah, this is not as good as the other one we read.
I can get behind that. I think having this as a split is fair.
Okay. Do we have an outro?
No, not
What
at
do we
all.
do? Uh, elongate you later.